Optical isomerism flashcards for chemistry. Okay. Define chiral carbon. A chiral carbon is a carbon atom that has 4 different groups attached to it. It's very important that you say 4 different groups. Not 4 groups, 4 different groups attached to it. Define optical isomerism. Optical isomerism is compounds that contain an asymmetric carbon atom and it forms stereoisomers that differ in effect on plane polarized light. I think that's a bit too much. But yeah, compounds that contain asymmetric carbon atom form stereoisomers, and that's it. Enantiomers are arranging the groups in 2 ways around the carbon atom, so 2 different molecules are made. Arranging the groups in 2 different ways around carbon atoms, so 2 different groups are made. A key fact about enantiomers are non-superimposed. Okay, what does superimpose mean? Superimpose means if you put one thing on top of another, they will match up completely. Like, you put one thing on top of another, they match up completely. But enantiomers are non-superimposed, so if you put enantiomers on top of each other, they won't match up completely. 2 key characteristics is molecules can be superimposed. If molecules can be superimposed, so if you put one thing on top of another, they will match up completely. They are achiral, they don't have a chiral carbon, and therefore they have no optical isomerism. Optical isomers are optically active. What does this mean? It means it can rotate plane polarized light, and therefore one enantiomer rotates in clockwise direction, another one enantiomer rotates in anti-clockwise direction. A key difference between normal light and plane polarized light: normal light vibrates in all directions. Normal light vibrates in all directions, whereas plane polarized light only vibrates in one direction. What reaction produces racemates? Reactions involving planar bracket flat bonds. Definition of racemate. Racemate is a mixture of equal amounts of enantiomers, a mixture of equal amounts of enantiomers, a mixture of equal amount of enantiomers. Racemates show no optical activity because the 2 enantiomers cancel out each other's light rotating effect. Why do chemists react 2 achiral things together? They react 2 achiral things together to form a race mixture of a chiral product. 2 molecules react, therefore we get equal chance of forming each of enantiomers. And what happens if you start with a symmetrical ketone? If you start with a symmetrical ketone, you make a product that does not have a chiral center. So this topic, very short, just getting used to all this new terminology. Superimposed, non-superimposed are 2 things I would definitely recommend learning, because chiral, achiral, that's the basics of it. But non-superimposed and superimposed, that's really good as well to know.